Good morning, everyone. Today we're playing Ship Simulator 2008 Collector's Edition, and I'm going to go into a little backstory on why I own and play this game. I actually bought this game in 2010, I believe it was, when I became a merchant marine and had to take the U.S. Coastguard's navigation to the rules of the road of the sea back in 2011. I went to Piney Point Merchant Marine Academy, and I was in the unlicensed program, and I had to learn how to drive ships. And this software actually helped a lot, and I'm a gamer, so it was cool also. So if you ask me whether or not I think this game is worth playing, I say absolutely, especially if you're interested in going into that career field. So we'll go over some of the features of this game. Now, they have Ship Simulator Extremes, which I believe was like that released in probably 2011 or 12, somewhere around there. And it had more functionality. Like on this version of the game, you don't get running lights. Like your lights don't work, but your lights are very important. Now, with this game, it's all very generic. Like there's a mission editor where you can make your missions, but your ships, like these AI ships, they're not even AI because they have no. They basically follow a course that you set. They don't slow down. They don't try to adjust. They stay on the path that you sent them on, and that's it. But in real life, it would kind of be that way anyways, and you have to understand the rules to navigation. All right. So if you see on the left-hand side of the screen here, no, it's not showing up, but you see this little ship here. So the red light that you see, which is on what most people would say is the left side of the ship, is the port side, and then the green light is on the starboard side. All right. Now, those lights actually mean something, and they're there for a reason, and it's not just to let you know that you're on the port or starboard side of the ship. It's letting you know, like a traffic signal, green or red, whether to stop or go. So, like this ship that you see here coming in the background, its green light would be on this side, and his red light would be on the other side. So if you wanted to cross that ship, you would know that he has the right of way. Wait, am I saying that correctly? No, you have the right of way because you can see the green light. And he would see your red light, which means technically he would have to give way to you. So, and then you can see that there's 3 white lights on the ship. There's a top mast, the forward mast, and then the stern light. The stern light would let you know that you're behind the ship, and you wouldn't be able to see the top mast or the forward mast lights because you're behind the ship and they're covered from behind, so you can't see them. So if you see red, green, white, it lets you know that you're behind the ship. If you see 2 whites and a green and a red, that lets you know you're in the front of the ship. So this game has some features here. Here's your throttle, here's your steering wheel, your on and off for your engines. Your keyboard has a few options also. I don't remember what they all are. I think it's just the horn and the colon and yeah, that's what it is. These two, the colon and the semicolon, are to also start and stop your engines. And then your number pad will let you control your throttles. So 1 and 2, 1 and 3 is reverse, and 7 and 9 are forward. Most of it's done with mouse. Like for connecting and maneuvering off the dock, I use these controls because it just gives you a little bit more control. And then we're gonna connect to this barge over here in a minute, but it's easier for maneuvering in these tight spaces. And then once I get going, I'll actually use these. You can actually control the steering wheel. It shows you in degrees, and let me pull that up too. What also makes this very realistic for simulation is this little handy dandy feature. It shows you your heading, it shows you your course over ground, your bow speed, bow depth, aft speed, speed over ground, rate of turn. It shows you your waypoint information and then the weather information, which all of that's very important when you're sailing ships at sea. Graphically, this game isn't the best. I mean, come on, it's from 2008. It's, but for it being from 2008, I give it a big up. Like, it's pretty good. It's pretty good for what it is. This is the information panel, which I already pulled up. This is your ships and waypoints, which that shows you what ships you're able to control, because on other missions you're able to control multiple ships at the same time. All right, the chart, so you can't see the chart because the chart is behind my avatar up on the top right hand side. You can kind of see it, but the chart gives you a lot of information also, and you can max it out and it shows it to you here. We're going to set it to full so you can see everything. So it actually shows you your navigation channels, where you're supposed to navigate, some of the basics of this, and I'm just going over basics for now. I'm not really getting into a lot of the detail. But green means right return, and that's going to take you out to sea. Red, like if you're going in, so we're going inland here, and those red buoys let you know that you're going in and away from the ocean. Green lets you know you're moving towards the ocean, right? Which would be that direction. Let's zoom in. So let me get the full picture in here. So it shows you your depths. It shows you your waterways. It shows you your buoys. And this, of course, is out to sea, and the San Francisco Bridge would be over here. Okay, let's zoom back in. It doesn't work with the mouse wheel. You actually have to grab the slider and pull it in and out and all of that fun stuff. Okay. And then you can set the transparency, which is pretty cool because you can follow your chart and be able to see the map at the same time. All right, moorage. So let me close this. So your moorage, and you actually, like, even in that, into taking your navigation exams through the Coast Guard and all that, you have to understand a lot of stuff, how to tie up ships, how ships are built, and all of that information isn't offered in the Rules of the Road handbook made by the Coast Guard. But there's certain ways to tie up a ship and certain ways not to tie up the ship, and this lets you practice it. Like if you're going to school to all that, you can actually practice mooring and how to do all of the different mooring line positions. So that's really cool also. Now it's been probably, I guess the last time I sailed was in 2018. I got hurt really bad, so I don't sail anymore. I had a severe back injury and lost feeling in my right leg, so I don't sail. Sailing was part of the problem. It's a dangerous job. Like, I'm going to let you know right now, if you're considering doing something like that or becoming a merchant marine, it's worth it. Like, the pay's good, the benefits are good, healthcare. You make a lot of money being a merchant marine, but be warned, it is a dangerous job. And like some people get to control where they sail, like some people get to just work in the bay, but usually those are guys who work sailing their whole life and work to get that position, and they're not easy jobs to get in the field, you know, so you kind of got to take what you get. But these are nice cushy jobs, cruising around in the bay all day with, you know, not really bad weather and severe waves and getting thrown out of the bed in the middle of the night and constantly falling down because the conditions are so rough. So this is your cushy job. All right, so let's get on with it now that I've ran my mouth for 13 minutes. Okay, let's start. So we want to disconnect, which I already did. We disconnected from the ship that was here. Now it's set up for your mooring. You can do your mooring lines, so it shows you where your mooring lines are at. The tow lines, which we're not towing anything with this. This is a pushing tug, so there's no tow lines for it. This is your anchor, and then this is your pushing connection or pushing lines. All right, so you can change your camera. Right now, we're set to orbit, which lets us orbit around the ship. And then you can do...
escort from Airspit Bay to the harbour entrance.
Hold on, let's fix that real quick.
Could you give...
Let's fix that real quick. Radio volume, we're going to turn that way down. It's not very, like, it could look like this, but it's, you know, 2008. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, you would get a bunch of information like this on your radar, but as you can see, you can't read it here. It looks like they just copied. I don't know what they did, but I'm not a game designer, but some of this does function, like your controls function, your on and off, your steering wheel. All of that functions. Your map doesn't function. All right. It does give it to you here, but this rate of turn thing works also. The rate of turn indicator up there works. So that's kind of helpful, but you have all that information up here, so you don't really need it all that much. Okay, your controls. This button will allow you to pull your controls up and down from the screen. You can take photos. You can look at your ship's log, which it shows you information about the mission that you're doing. This one is nothing. This is for online play, but you can't play this online anymore. That's where you save your game. That's where you go to your settings, and that one allows you to reset the mission. Let's turn this up so we can see it. All right. And then this one allows you to actually walk around. You can walk around the ship. Which this is helpful when you're connecting. If you have this view up, you can run by hitting the shift button, and the W, A, S, and D keys allow you to do the walking. So I'm just gonna leave him right here for right now. And then we'll get back to that later, but for now we're gonna go back to the orbit camera. All right, let's get out of here. That's enough of that. Now, as far as the game physics, it's very realistic. Like, the handling and the maneuvering of the ships is very realistic. It doesn't stop on a dime like a real ship. The turning, depending on what type of ship. Like, you can see this thing is like basically a square floating in the water. There's not much aerodynamics to it like this ship. Our bow curvature, I don't know if I'm using the right word for that, but you get what I'm saying. Oops, I forgot to sound off before I left. There we go. Supposed to give them one long blast when you leave the dock. So we're gonna go 1 and 9. So right now I haven't used any of my rudder. I'm just using the throttles control the ship right now. Like, you see how long it's taking for it to start pushing forward. And you want to avoid collisions at all costs. That's the wrong way. I want to go this way. Yeah, I've forgotten most of the stuff that I've learned, you know? Like, it was a lot for them to put you behind, you know, a lot of training before you got put behind the wheel of a 1,000-foot oil tanker. And because it's been so many years, I've forgotten, you know, I've forgotten half of what I've learned. All right, we need to slow down. So I threw it in full reverse because I wasn't paying attention. I'm hoping I'll get stopped in time. What's our speed? Aft speed, bow depth, speed over ground 3 knots. Okay. I'm gonna let it go now and just kind of drift in. That's the wrong way. That's the right way. Now, connecting this barge in the game, it's detrimental that you get even with the barge, because if not, it just kind of screws everything all up. I'm gonna throw her in full reverse because we're not getting to where we want to be. You can sink your ships in this game. It's not like it's just gonna, you know, if your ship gets damaged to a certain point, it's gonna sink. So that was another cool effect of this game. All right, I'm going to use a little bit of steering wheel now, so I can get lined up nice and perfect. Small rudder movements, like you don't want to, well, depending on your speed, and right now we're going pretty slow, but I don't want to move too much. I just want to make small movements. Now you can see this corner's kind of nice and lined up. As long as you got that, you're good, because once this corner catches, it's going to push the barge around. And I'm still a little off, but I'm going to connect it just like that. You want to cross those lines, and that's how you would do it in real life, is cross the lines. It keeps the ship nice and tight, or the barge nice and tight to the tug in the game. Now, I didn't work on tugboats or any of that. I worked on oil tankers, so I'm not an expert on tugs, so don't take me for the fool on that. Okay. Alright, so we're hooked up, and now I'm going to try to get it out of here without damaging anything. So I'm just going to throw it in full reverse. You don't want to make any side-to-side movements because you'll hit these other barges. I like this effect too. Like, it shows the smoke coming out. And watch, what the hell is going on here? That's not right. Did I do something wrong? Why isn't the barge moving with me? That's not right. There's something wrong. Let me pull back up here. when is this a thing? Alright, now I'm gonna slow way down. Maybe I should try pushing it a little bit. I'm gonna disconnect. I pushed it a little bit. Let's try hooking it up again. Nope, wrong way. It's moving forward now, so I know. I know it can move. Alright, let's try it again. Why are these lines springy? They shouldn't be springy. Maybe it's not worth playing Ship Simulator anymore. This isn't normal. Like, this shouldn't be happening. Wonder why this is happening. Right? This is the only button for hooking up, and let's try. Weird. I mean, I've done this before, and I'm pretty sure that's all you had to do was connect it. Let's see if it's had something to do with it. See if that made a difference. No, it's still separating. What is this? Huh. Maybe I should start this over. Let's see what happens. I mean, at a certain time, it's got to break, right? I guess not. Very interesting. Does it have something to do with the mooring? All right. You know what? There's something wrong. Let's try it over again. Missions. We're having technical difficulties with the game this morning, so just bear with me. Trying to restart it to see if that fixed what the issue is. It's taking a long time to load, like it usually loads a lot faster than that. Yeah, maybe I need to do a restart. Yeah, let's do a restart. Okay. Yeah, okay, there's definitely some issues happening here. Alright, let's try this again. Let's close this down and restart the game. Because it acted weird when I started the level. I'm gonna stop the game. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's okay. It's gone. It's shut down. All right, let's try this again. Let's try it again. Actually, let's do one more thing first. I mean, it's probably not even gonna find the game, but whatever. Let's quit for a second. See what the video is saying about this game. What does NVIDIA have to say about this game? Why? Why? One second. I'm gonna have to... Having technical difficulties this morning. I'm gonna try to figure it out later. Let's just see. Let's try it one more time and see if it's going to work. Play mission. Garbage in San Francisco. Start. Alright, I already did all the explaining in the beginning of the video, so we're just gonna go for it and see if we can figure out if this is going to work or not. All right. It's easier to use the number pads for the throttles when you're doing connections and stuff like that, but once you get on the move, you could just control your throttles from here. It's like cruise control. It'll stay wherever you put it. Want to connect to that barge. Wait, slow down. I gotta get stopped. Stop. Like I said earlier, it doesn't stop on a dime. You gotta really get a feel for this game. Bit more. Little bit more. Please slow down. It says connect the towing line. Well, why would you do that? Yeah, you can't connect the towing line there. Alright, you have reached the barge closed. Cross the bay for an exchange. Okay, so now we can pull it out. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, it's working now. Okay. We got it figured out. I needed to do a game reset. That's weird. I've never had that happen before playing this, so that was a new experience. But now that we got it figured out, we can get back to our standard operating procedure. The barge really isn't connected the way I like it. I don't like that gap in between there, so I'll have to fix that here in a second. But now we got to make sure we're not going to crash into anybody. Alright, let's do something real quick here. I'm going to stop the engines, disconnect, and let the barge drift back into me. There we go. That's the way you want it. You want it nice and tight up against the tug. You don't want it all willy-nilly like that. So these ships will not maneuver for me. I have to make sure I don't hit them. Like these two look like they're about to hit each other. Let's see if we get a ship to sink them. One of the AI, and they're not AI either. Like they're on a course, and that's their course. Oh, these two are moving together. So okay, all right. All right. So what do I want to do here? I want to let's start rotating the other way. So where was I in the explanation of things before we had our technical difficulties? So these guys, as you can see, if you look on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see your port and starboard running lights. That green light means that they have the right of way. So if I can only see their starboard side, that means they have the right of way. If I can see their port side, which means they would be heading the other direction, is I have the right of way. But in this case, the fact that I'm crossing a shipping lane or a channel means all of that traffic has the right of way, and I have to be careful. I can't just pull out in front of them and expect them to maneuver around me, so I have to time this just right to make sure I don't hit another ship as I'm crossing. Alright, and we're going to start moving forward now, so I'm going to stop using the manual throttles and start doing some of this automatically. I'm going to give it about 15 degrees of rudder because this is going to need to be a sharp turn. Oops, wrong key. So, I love this ship. This ship is fun to play with in the game. So we're going to head to the garbage dump, drop off this barge, and then pick up another barge. That's the only guy I gotta worry about is that guy. I'm gonna go ahead and put it hard over so we can make this turn. Looks like a little guy's gonna try to approach. Let's take a look at him real quick. Tugboat right there. Oh yeah, he's going fast too. And that's the police, I believe. Let's see, what are we gonna do about this? Let's go back to our orbit view. Okay, we might make it. Let's straighten out. Well, we can't. Well, our rate of turn, let's see. So we're doing 52 degrees a minute. Let's see what happens if I straighten out the wheel. And it's dropping fast, so I'm going to need to maintain some of this. I'm going to put it at 15 degrees, so maybe we'll pick up speed before that little guy gets over here. We're only doing 6 knots right now, so I have to get turned over because that's our first waypoint. You can see our bow marker there, so I could actually stop this turn. Come on, I gotta get in front of this guy. I mean, technically, he should maneuver around me if it was gonna be an issue, but and it looks like it's gonna be an issue. Now, technically, he sees my green light, and I see his actually, he has the right of way because I see his red light, right? Yeah, so I have to turn around him. I'm gonna go hard over. I mean, it looks like he's gonna pass right in front of me anyway, so. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. What is he, slowing down? Come on, you got the right of the way. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Look at this freaking guy. Yeah, that's the police boat. Good thing I didn't hit him. That made me nervous. I thought I was going to crash for a second there. So we see our waypoint. That's our first waypoint. Once we get to it, we got a pretty hard turn, and then we're going to drop our bar. Oops, that doesn't work that way, does it? Yeah, I believe they fixed some of this icons. Yeah, because you can't control the map. You can only see like exactly where you are. But we're going to come around this channel, come around that buoy, and then make the turn and come over here to Treasure Island so we can drop off this barge. It looks like we're navigating. We're right on all of our courses and stuff, so. I'm going to pause this for a second. See if it'll let me do this without causing any issues. I accidentally shut my music down. What's this? Here. I'm sorry, I'm going to block you guys out again. The game crashed. Okay. The game crashed because I tried to exit and turn my music on, so we're gonna try this one more time. I'll have to remember this for next time. I mean, it is an old game, and I'm playing it with a 4080 graphics card, so like I guess it can't handle it all, but now I'm gonna have to start over again. But that was my fault. I shouldn't have worried about the music. I should have just let it go. Alright, let's try this again. Let's try it again. I think I can edit live videos, right? Yeah, I can go back and edit this, I think, in YouTube Studio, so it won't be that bad. Try it again. Look at that. I timed that perfectly. I'm just barely missing that. Alright, let's go forward a little bit. We don't want to get out into the traffic. Hey, thanks for watching. Welcome to the channel. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, and let me know what you think about Ship Simulator 2008. I think it's great personally, but I kind of favor it due to my past career, so very realistic for the shipping industry. I used this game to train for my navigation course back in the day, so it was real helpful too. So there's that. I'm going way too fast for this. So I'm going to throw it in reverse really hard here. Way too fast. Slow down. Don't let me hit the pier. Well, at least I'm going to miss the pier, right? Way too fast. All right, that's good for that. Once the ship gets to about the middle of the barge, there we go. All right, stop right there. No, we want to turn the other way. No, we want to turn the other way. I got this. I got this. So your ships can be damaged enough to sink in this game, so you want to try to avoid that. So you really don't want to run into objects or hit anything really hard, because that's pretty much a game ender. Why is my right? There we go. Slow it down. It's telling me here to slow down. Waypoint. Slow down to less than two knots. Alright, we want to cross these bad boys. There we go. Now let's pull this bad boy out of here. Sound our horn before we pull away. Oh yeah, it grabbed on hard. There we go. Oops. What's our traffic looking like? I mean, graphically, the game is what it is, but you gotta remember, this thing was from 2008. So when I was in Merchant Marine School, me and all the guys in the dorm would play this on the weekends for practice. And we would time each other, like who could do it the fastest, and, you know, who did it the best, you know. So it was fun times. We actually get in fights over it. We'd get in fights over it. It was ridiculous. Let's see. Well, probably I can't keep this camera hitting the camera. Alright, let's start turning. There's a little gap in there. I need to tighten that up. Let's tighten up the gap first. So this is kind of tricky. You got to do this just right. You want to wait till there's no swing or no ROT. So if you look up in the right-hand corner here, you can see your ROT. All right, it's at 0. So we're going to disconnect and then reconnect. Tighten it up because it's a little loose. There we go. Alright, what's our traffic looking like? I gotta keep an eye on this guy right there. These guys will be past me by the time I start turning. So here we go. We're just gonna throw this baby hard and turn it hard over to 35 degrees so we don't jam our rudder. This guy, you see that little guy right there? I gotta watch out for him. He's the dangerous one. That's the guy I gotta watch out for. Where's he at? I know he's back there somewhere. That fishing trawler I don't have to worry about. That's the guy I gotta worry about. Okay, I better snap out of this. Get back to my orbital view. Still hard over on our turn. We're doing 50 degrees per minute. And our speed over ground is 5 knots, so we haven't got going yet. All right, let's straighten her out. Look, that little guy is coming. What did I tell you? He's coming. Am I gonna beat him out? Let's see. Let's see. Where is he? I can't see him from this view. I gotta go outside. Yeah, he's moving fast. Let's do a little bit more of a turn here. I'm only going to give it a little bit of rudder because I want my speed to keep going. I want my speed to gain up as I'm crossing this shipping lane here, because I'm not going with the flow of traffic. I'm trying to cross the traffic. Yeah, I should beat him. I hope I beat him. Either way, he sees my green light, which means, yeah, he has the right of way. So if I don't get going fast enough, this crash will actually be my responsibility in real life. Because if anything, I'm supposed to maneuver around him, but I'm hoping my speed, which is almost to 7 knots, Yeah, this crash would actually be my fault if it happens. I'm hoping it doesn't happen, though. It's gonna happen. Turn. Can you turn fast enough? Can you turn fast enough? Come on, hard over. All right, I gotta go. I gotta just go for it now. It's too late. It's too late. Sound the horn. Come on, you could maneuver around me, jerk off. Come on, man. Look, he's just gonna plow right into me. Little tiny stupid boat. You stupid boat. Good thing he has those rubber bumpers. Oh no, that's my fault. That collision was my fault. I gotta accept responsibility. That's the pilot too. He's gotta be pissed off. He could have, like, technically, yeah, he had the right of way, but he could have maneuvered around me. He's got a little small thing. He could have been nice and did that, but unfortunately the AI is stupid and the artificial intelligence is stupid in this game. Now he's gonna go back on his course. Alright, so we're doing good anyways. Let's check our chart here. Yep, we're going right for our waypoint. The water gets a little shallow around here. But with our draft on this tug, it's not going to be anything for us to worry about. Does it give us depth of keel? 60, yeah, it gives you your bow depth, but it doesn't give you your keel depth. So I'm guessing that's your keel depth. So we're in 15 meters of water right now, so we should be good. Alright, we got our 7 knots, so we're cruising now, and we're out of danger for now. So the next thing we gotta be planning for is crossing up here, because we're gonna have to make a left-hand turn and go under the bridge once we get past our buoys up there, and that's gonna be a traffic lane, so let's go outside and take a look over there and see what it looks like. They didn't give you a good view on this ship. Let's go walk down there and check it out. So what do we got? We got one guy sitting at the dock. There's another guy sitting at the dock over there. Here, let's go back up into the cab. That'll probably be a better bet. Yeah, I guess that's better. So after this green buoy, we have to hook our left and not hit that buoy while we do it. Let's zoom in some more here. So I got a tug that looks like a bumper barge or something to that effect. And it looks like he's moving towards us. What do we got coming from under the bridge? Nothing? Look, okay, yeah, we got a fireboat, and then I can't tell what that is, but they're both moving towards us. Did my camera go out of focus? Yeah, it did. Okay. Fix this real quick. Stop that. Alright. No, I didn't calibrate it correctly. Uh-oh. There we go. Alright, so... now we're in trouble because we haven't been paying attention. But it looks like we're gonna... these guys are gonna be close. That's the police boat, okay, and that's the firefighting boat. So I need to be careful. Oh, look at this guy, you see here? He's sneaking up on me. You gotta be aware, you gotta check your surroundings, because it's your responsibility. But this guy, even though he's passing me over here, I have the right of way, so if he hits me, it's his fault. So that's all I'm going to concern myself with right now. What does he look like he's doing? He's not going to hit me. I mean, I don't even know which way he's going. What about this guy? That's some sort of bunker barge, and then that's a tug. But really, he should pass me to the right because we're heading... or pass me to the left because we're heading the same direction, so I have to go around him on the right hand side, and then I gotta worry about that guy. He's moving pretty fast. I don't know where he's going, though. He might turn. Alright, there goes the yacht. Alright, he's turning to the left. What's this guy gonna do? I don't know what that guy's gonna do. I'm still worried about him. Is it time for me to start making my turn yet? Nope, I haven't passed the buoy. I gotta wait till I get past that buoy to start turning. Back is killing me. Alright. He's turned. This guy's coming right at me. He turned, so I don't have to worry about him. This is my only concern right now. That guy and that guy are my concerns. If I get to the green, I'm gonna wait and see what he does. Because I'm almost to my waypoint. You can see the green circle. That's my waypoint. And that's where I have to turn, and here I got this yacht coming up on my left. What's going on back here? Is anybody trying to come around me? Nope. I'm gonna wait till I get... Actually, I could start turning now. Let's start making the turn. We're gonna do 15 degrees rudder to start. It's this guy I'm concerned with. Where's he at? There he is. What about the buoy? Am I going to hit the buoy? Let's straighten it out a little bit. Let's do 5 degrees for now. You have reached the waypoint. Turn to port now and pass the Bay Bridge. Okay, I'm already turning, so we don't have to worry about that. Where is our dude that was over here? Alright, he turned, so they all turned. So I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna hook it hard over once that buoy gets midship. Let's do 20 degrees. Yeah, 20 degrees should be enough for that turn. Hello, Xavier. Sorry I didn't catch you right away. Oh yeah, there we go. Or no, it's Shah. Hello. Hello. I didn't catch you on time. We're making our turn. Everything seems good. What about our buoy? Where'd our buoy go? There it is. Yeah, so that turn was perfect. Did that very nicely. Did that very nicely. Alright, straighten out. I'm gonna actually give it 10 degrees so it snaps. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! Everything's going smoothly. We haven't crashed yet. Well, that one guy crashed into me, and it was my fault too, so whatever, but it didn't sink the ship, so we're all right. He had one of those pontoon boats that were like rubber around the, not pontoon, but he had a rubber hole, so he just kind of bounced off us a little bit, so that's not too bad. What do you think about this game, Shah? What do you think about Ship Simulator 2008? they're making a new ship simulator game. I forget what it was called. See, now the people who made this, which I can't remember their name at the moment, they're making a new one, and I bought it, but it's not ready yet. It's nothing like this one. I mean, it doesn't even have missions or anything, so it's kind of disappointed with it. But there's a new company making a new ship simulator game that seems pretty good, and I'm waiting for that to come out. I'm hoping that comes out soon. I'll put a link in the description of this video once I find it again. But I bought the newer version of this game, and it's not any good. All right, this is where we're gonna park at right here. So that's our parking spot. We got to get ready to park there. I wonder if this works for this game. I wonder if we can program this to work for this game. That'd be really cool. I bet you we can. I'm gonna look into that later on. So this is where we need to be. Okay. So I should probably start turning for this now. I'm getting ready for it. I'm gonna drop our throttle down to like 25%. Actually 30%. Let's just go for it. Why not? That's our dock right there. Let's zoom in on this again and look at this really well, because so I gotta park on the other side of this barge. So I gotta put this barge right here. That's that dock right there. So I'm gonna leave this zoomed in. And now I'm gonna start making the turn at 15 degrees rudder. I'm gonna get out of this view. Gonna let them know we're fixing to pull in. Remember, if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. If you want to stay tuned for more ship simulator action. I actually do a lot of simulator games. I play Truck Simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Train Simulator. Do a lot of those games. Can't do the shooters no more. Maybe some Daisy, but the shooters I just can't. Oh, look at this guy. Look at this guy. Come on, buddy. He's gonna go around me anyways. I'm gonna slow this down. I'm I'm gonna keep the turn though, because I gotta park it right here. We're here, get ready. I gotta send the guys out on deck to get ready to tie up, right? Actually, we're just dropping the barge, so it would technically be the dock crew responsibility to tie this thing up. All right, we're gonna go hard over. All right. This water gets pretty shallow right here. Shut up, you seagulls. Nobody wants to hear that. Alright, what do we want to do here? We want to slow down but turn at the same time. So I'm going to throw that right-hand throttle back a little bit. Actually, I should say our starboard side engine into reverse. If I wanted to be politically or use the right nomenclature for sailing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna slide this baby right in here, no problem. Look, I didn't even make contact with the dock. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. All right, what do I want to do here? I want to go with my right engine, or my left engine. Push it in there. Alright. Now I'm gonna throw it in reverse. Reverse, go reverse. Go in reverse. Don't hit the dock either. We're almost there. All I gotta do is get it up against that dock. I gotta not hit that barge either. As long as... Here we go. Now, I don't mind if the back end touches the dock a little bit now. It's gonna have to. And then I'm gonna go hard on my right, on my starboard side engine. Keep that aft motion. I am doing this the right way, right? Like, it hasn't even given me an indicator. I think the barge needs to actually be in the circle right there. I don't want to hit that barge. Oh no. Actually, I want to go onto the right side. Please stay within the radius. Yeah, well, I would like to. Alright, let's slow it down and then we'll go full reverse on our port side engine once it's slowed down, and that should get us there. Seems like it's not doing anything. This ought to do it. I just don't want to hit that barge behind us. Come on, man. They're probably laughing at me right now. They're like, this guy can't get it in. That's what she said. Let's try this. Pushing, we need to go this way because we want to push the water. Just not cooperating with me. Let's try this now. Please stay within the radius. Okay, well I'm trying to stay within the radius, but it's not letting me. Alright, let's try it the old school way. So, we want the stern to kick over, so we're going to turn it to the left. And then just hit it in reverse and see what that does. Yeah, it's working. There we go. We don't want to go too fast because we don't want to hit this guy behind us. Let's try it again. Let's give it a little bit more power. Actually, let's give it a boost. Nope, we're going the wrong direction. Over. There we go. That's the ticket. Now we're going to stop it. Straighten everything out. Now, this forward. Don't put the thing behind you. Don't put the ship behind you. Now go hard over again, all the way. Let's just do this. Straighten this out. Way forward. We're getting closer. So let's just go forward here. Good push forward. I'm still trying to back this ship in. I almost got it though. Like, I almost got it. So I just gotta... Okay. So I'm gonna let it go way forward. So hopefully my rear end catches the dock. Why didn't I think of that? Why don't we just use the mooring line to pull us into the dock? Right? So, okay. It's connected. So let's throw it into reverse. Put this hard over. That's good enough. Now, let's do this. Nice. That's gonna work for sure. Don't scrub the dock. Let's go forward with the right engine. That mooring line hasn't caught yet. It's gonna catch here in a second. There we go. Now, let's do this. Oh yeah, that's got it for sure. It's holding, that mooring line is holding, so it's gonna keep my rear end on the dock, and if I just run my starboard side forward and my port side aft, that's just gonna pull it right in there. Oh, we're losing the mooring line. We're losing that though, so let's just... Okay. Let's disconnect that. Just run it full reverse and see how that goes. Alright. Let's do some left to right action there. Reverse. That mooring line goes back in. Release the mooring line. So left, right. Alright, well I don't know what they want me to do at this point. I'm gonna just back up more. Barges in there. Alright, that's good. Alright. Stop. Want more of the barge in there? Alright, well that's as good as it's gonna get. Okay. It's not gonna get any better than that. Push it forward a bit so I got enough to get out of here. I'm gonna say that's within the radius. Let's go back to the push. Alright, well maybe the game's not functioning correctly. Who knows? It's an old game. Okay. Disconnect it right there. I'm gonna call that mission successful, me personally. Wait for this dock. Rear end a little bit. Now that'd be a big deal in real life. Well, depending on what type of ship. This tugboat probably not a big deal, but if you did that with a big ship, people would be like, "Oh, he hit the dock. He bumped it a little bit." I mean, it is, you could damage stuff, you know, it is a big deal, but people don't like their docks to be damaged and stuff, so. I'm gonna call it mission successful. The game's not like it was reading me out. Maybe I'm supposed to put the barge in the other direction. It's very possible. You know what? I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna swing it around and put the barge in the other direction. Why not? But why would they want it like that? Like, that doesn't make sense. Please stay within the radius. Alright. I'd like to stay within the radius. Yeah, I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna turn the barge around. I'm gonna turn the barge around and try to get it in place the way. Put the front end of the barge here and leave it in there. Going too fast in reverse. Go, goes forward. Stop, stop, stop. Don't hit that barge. Don't hit that barge. Don't hit that barge. It's the wrong way. This way. Going to try flipping the barge around. No, not that way, the other way. Barge now. Bumping the barge. Alright, now let's try just going forward on our... No, we gotta go forward on both because it's gonna catch it. Now go on the left. Let's see if we can swing it away from the dock. Alright, there we go. Let's take that. Alright, now we're gonna go... Which way? This way? Yeah, no, not that way. We're gonna go this way. Let's go in reverse. Let's go in reverse. Get some aft momentum going there, and then we'll start. There we go. That'll swing it away from the dock. So I'm going to try to flip this barge around if you're just tuning in. It doesn't want to do it because the dock is... Some of the barge is hitting the dock, so... Let's do some of this. There we go. That up the barge are all right. That's enough. Going too fast. Now, this way. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to stay tuned for more of Ship Simulator 2008 and other simulators, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. had it in there, but I think the barge needs to be flipped around. It needs to be the opposite direction. Because it wasn't clearing the mission status, so I'm going to try flipping it around. And if that doesn't work, that means that there's something wrong with it. Again, so I'm going to have to push this back, go right into the dock. Down. Yo, Zhu, what's going on, man? Thanks for watching. Start doing that yet. Now let's try it. And if we hit the dock. Oh well, this isn't working out. I'll have to call this one. I'm just gonna get it parked and that's it. I'm just gonna have to get it parked and that's it because this thing is not cooperating. There we go, let's call that good. Waypoint. Please slow down to 2 knots. Okay. Please stay within the radius. Okay. Alright. Last time. Now it's not giving me any indicators. It just said, slow down, you're in the waypoint. Slow down to 2 knots. Now it's telling me nothing. Now it's telling me nothing. Come on. There we go. Oh, wait. You have reached the waypoint Bollard Type 7. War here for a few minutes. Yay! Oh, wait, stop that. You have reached the waypoint Bollard Type 7. Next waypoint is Bollard Type 7. Next trip heading for Oakland. Next waypoint is barge close filled. Okay, so now I gotta pick up this new barge. Okay. Alright, well, let me get this one pulled onto the dock correctly. Yay, it finally worked. I'm just gonna line it up straight to make it look purty. Okay. That's good for me. I like that. Okay. Let's close that. Turn on our pushing wires and disconnect. See you later. I'm going for the next barge. That barge is still drifting. Hey, it's not my problem now. I got it where they wanted it. Away from the dock. All right, on to the next one. So now we're gonna pick this barge up, and where are we going? We are going back to Oakland. Where are we going? Where's it at? Oh, I gotta pick up the barge before it shows me where it's going. Okay. going back to Cali, Cali. What's up with the music? No music? What if we do this? Let the playlist run out. One barge down. See, it didn't tell me I had to connect to Bollard 7 though. It didn't say that, but I guess I just got lucky by connecting to it, so. I guess I just got lucky. Alright, now we'll go forward here. Fast. Hey. Why is that throttle jam? There we go. That should be perfect. This should be perfect. Oh, no, wrong way. Go this way. Look, I messed it up right at the end. Reverse. Go, nice gentle contact. Wait for that. Boom, there we go. Alright, you have reached the waypoint. Barge closed, set sail, and go ahead for Oakland Middle Harbor. Next waypoint is Barge 4, Oakland Middle Harbor. Alright, so let's take a look at that on the chart. Right there, so we're going from here to over to there. Alright. Get this show on the road, leaving the dock. Oh, sailing boats. So the sailboats are the only exception in the sailing world. They always have the right of way before anybody else because of their maneuverability. Sailboats always have the right of way. That guy. He's the winner. He gets to go first. Nobody behind me? If you haven't already, please don't forget to like and subscribe and follow my channel. stay tuned for more Ship Simulator, American Truck Simulator, Flight Simulator, pretty much all the simulators. I will play Daisy once in a while, but I don't have that killer attitude anymore, so it's basically just about the survival aspect of the game. I mean, not that I won't defend myself, I will defend myself. Alright, what's going on here? These guys are coming off quick, so I'm going to stop back. Is anybody coming from the other side? No. Technically, I would have the right of way in this situation, but the AI is stupid on this game, and they will run into me, so... But technically, they're not, because they can only see my stern light, so... Alright, that's enough. I think where am I? No, I'm not going to turn that way. I want to turn this way. No, I'm going to turn this way. I want to turn the other way. Next time we're going to play Ship Simulator Extremes, though. That was a, you know, not a modded, I won't say modded version, but they upgraded the game, I don't know, like 2010 or something like that. So you can control your running lights, like it's more realistic than this version. So the next time I play Ship Simulator, it'll be Ship Simulator Extremes. They're making a new one. This company that made this game actually started making a new one, but it's not that great. And there's another company making a new ship simulator that seems very realistic. Like you have ECDIS and radar and the whole 9 yards and charts. You get to use actual charts and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that one. But they haven't said anything about a release date yet. That I really can't wait to play. Like, it's really in depth from what I saw, what I was able to see of it. Maybe I'll find it again on the channel so you can see it. Slow turn, and I don't want to gun it right here because all of that shallow water right in there. I mean, probably this barge will fit in there just fine, but I want to stay in the water. So we're going to slow turn. Actually, I could probably make that. Let's do this. Hard over. Jam the rudder. 40 degrees. Yeah, turn that. Alright, I'm gonna gun it. There we go. Get moving towards our next waypoint. I'm all out of music, and this game is so old, if I try to access Windows, it's going to crash the game, so we don't get any more music for the rest of the game. I mean, it does even say, like, going into windowed mode. Where does it say that? Graphics, right? Oh, run windowed. Let's see. Does it show the title bar? Yeah, show the title bar. Apply. Okay. I still don't want to take the chance because if it crashes, that's going to suck. I'm almost done with all this. I want to get out of here and finish these missions. We had a rough start of it, like the game was giving me issues. The tie downs for the barge weren't working, like they were just stretching out like a rubber band. I had to reset the game a couple times and finally got it working, so pulling away. I mean, it is a slow game. There's no doubt about it. This game is slow, but it is challenging with the maneuvering and stuff like that. Like, that's kind of a challenge, but it's still worth it. And like I said, next time I'll play Ship Simulator Extremes, and it's even more in-depth and detailed. So let's go inside and look at our buoys here. Zoomed in. So we got that tug right there. He's moving away. Doesn't look like anything's coming out of the harbor over here. Got a bunker barge right there. We're going to want to stay within those red buoys, so I'm not going to start turning yet. Then we're going to like cut across the channel. And we want to make, if we're going to cross a channel or a shipping lane, we want to do it in the shortest path possible. We don't want to go diagonally across the lane or anything like that. The trick is going to be not hitting somebody that's coming from this direction. Now in real life, like you could see these moored ships here. Here, let's go look at the chart. So in real life, like these ships are showing up, but this guy isn't. Oh, well, maybe he is. Yeah, he's there, but zoom in. Even look over there. Yeah, so that's that tug right there. He's moving across. Got 1, 2. Okay, so there is 2 moving across here that we can't see yet. Right? There's 2 coming across. And this is us right here. These 2 guys are right here, so we got to look out for them. And the way we look out for them... There they are right there. Okay, let's go back to foot mode. Walk out onto the rail and see if we can guesstimate. Alright, so they're both moving fast. Except for this old school luxury yacht. The 2 other ones are fast movers. What's this guy gonna do? Is he gonna turn here? Yep, he's turning. Okay. Let me get ready for this. Alright, I'm gonna go to the right a little bit to make sure that he goes on my left side. Because like I said, the AI is stupid in this game. Like, it's not even AI really. It's like a mission editor, and then you plot a course for a vessel in a certain speed, and that's what they do no matter what. Like, they're not gonna be like, oh, let me try to avoid hitting this guy. So it basically all comes down to your skill and knowing better. And technically, so we're looking at them on their port side, so we would see their red lights. And that's what's good about Ship Simulator Extremes. All the lights work and you could see them real well, whether it's daytime or nighttime. But you can't see their lights, which you should. Like, you would see a red light here letting you know, and that red light is basically like a stop sign. That means they have the right of way and you have to maneuver around them. If they were moving across this way, right, they would see your red light and not your green light, which would be on your starboard side. They would see the red, which means you have the right of way. So those are the differences. So it's this little luxury yacht we have to look out for. It's going to be our problem. Green means go and red means stop. It's already 11:30. Oh my goodness. What have I been doing during this game? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Alright. I'm going to have to maneuver out of his way a little bit. He has the right of way, not me, so I have to go around him without causing a collision. That ought to do it. That ought to keep us just fine. We're still in the channel, but we are going to have to hook it hard and to the left once we get around him. What does our traffic look like? Is there anybody coming from this direction? Nope. Nope. Okay, we're good to go. We're gonna hook this hard now that he's I want to stay a little bit on that right side, so I'm going to stop the turn. Because I don't want to go all the way over. Looks like there's more traffic here. So I'm going to watch out for that. And is that where I have to turn into? Where am I going? Yes. And I gotta stay on this side of the buoy. I've got two coming. Alright. So I'm gonna get ready for that. I gotta pull in right there. But I wanna wait. It looks like over here. Everything looks good over here. That all looks good. Look, the ROT works. It's showing where my rudder's at. That's pretty cool. Too close though, it's all vibrating. We got one more after the fire boat. The fire tug. Moving right along. Yeah, this should be perfect timing. There's not going to be any issues pulling in here. I'm going to try to cut it right in between there. Right in between there. That green buoy. I need to stay on the left side of that green buoy. So I'll come right in through here. shallow water there, but it doesn't matter with this tug. It's flat bottom. It's keel. Oh, not really. We're only 8.5 there. All right, let's straighten it out. Need some easy listening music for this. Like you can almost fall asleep. And it's true, like when you're it's like in these types of situations where you're in the inland waterways and stuff, like yeah, there's plenty to pay attention, but when you're on bridge watch in the middle of the ocean, especially when you're working that midnight to 4 a.m. shift, it's very easy to want to go to sleep, and you can't. It's like you lose your job over that, you know what I'm saying? There's no sleep. So, but even like in this simulation in the game, it's like, it's dragging on. Even though we're killing 7 knots in this thing. Like I'm full bore on the engines and we're only doing 7 knots, so. Alright, I'm gonna turn in here. Give it 15 degrees rudder. I can say that about it though, like they really like as far as the ship handling aspects of this game go, it's very realistic, like very on point. As far as your rate of turn and how long that takes, and correcting and shifting your rudder over to stop your swing, like all of that's very realistic in this game. It's true to life almost, I would say. I mean, and it's an old game too, but it's great. I love it. I think it's cool. But then again, I'm partial to it because I used to do this for a living, so. I actually use this software to help me pass my Coast Guard navigation exams. Who's honking? Who honked the horn? That wasn't me. What? Did the thing honk itself? What's going on here? Did I do that? Did I do that? See, that's me hitting it. I did it that time. Huh, that's weird. Is there a button that I pushed here somewhere? Oh, maybe it was... No, that guy's on his way out. Let's look at the chart. Where are we? We're still far away. Let's take a good look at that dock, though. Okay, so there's going to be a bunch of barges, and it's... Okay, a point there, so we'll look at the point. It's right there, probably. Right on that side of the point. So we need to maneuver for that. That's my water depth, that's my chart, so I'm wait so I can turn some more. Let's do 10 degrees over. So we clear the shallow water there, that's 4 meters right there. And we've got 8 meters to depth. I don't know, let's see, the bow depth, bow speed. Course over ground. See, it doesn't give you your keel depth, like, and how far the keel depth, but I'm guessing that's letting you know that's how deep your bow is, so I'm guessing that's the keel depth. I'm gonna go with that. Seems like my alert box never works either, so... Got plenty of depth out here, so we're good to go. Yeah, I guess this is definitely a niche game. Like, you really gotta be into ships and ship handling and stuff like that. Like, your average Joe isn't gonna be like, oh yeah, let me go hop on Ship Simulator and go play that, you know? It's not gonna happen. I mean, I've gotten a few, like, people watching it and, you know, taking a look at it, but only 2 comments, no likes, no subscribes, as far as I can tell. But I'm pretty sure there is a niche crowd out there who likes this game. Maybe they'll find me, maybe they won't. I think I put in all the right keywords and stuff, so... All right, here we go. Go ahead and crank it back up here. I think I am going to call it quits after this, though. This is the last barge. They do want you to run back to your base and stuff like that after, but I'm not going to do all that. I think I'm just going to park this barge and call it a day because we've already been at it for 2.5 hours. This thing over. Slow it down. Probably came in a little too wide for this. All right, stop that. We're gonna check our swing. Shift rudder. It's good. Oh no, they do want me to pick up one more barge. All right. There's nothing available, so okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna nudge this over. You can damage these barges by hitting them too hard, and they will sink, so keep that in mind when doing stuff like this. I do want to get it up against the dock, though. As much as possible. It's really not going to let me. So at a certain point, once it's even with the dock, I'm going to call it good. Alright, that's it. Disconnect. Let's get out of here. See if I can do that a couple more times today. Woohoo, 9 knots. We're killing it now. Super fast. Super fast. I'm gonna stay out of that little shallow part right there, just in case. Not that I think our keel is that deep, but I'm gonna just swing around that shallow part. Can't believe it. Well, it's really not a 3-hour mission because I had those technical difficulties in the beginning. So I would say it's probably like a 2.5-hour mission. The next barge is coming up. We're gonna find out if that water's because I'm cutting across it. I'm not swinging all the way out, so we might run aground here. Make this show a little exciting, right? I gotta admit, it is kind of boring. I have to admit that part. But I still love it. I still love it, even though it's a little bit boring. I believe this is my barge. So yeah, we can... Let's see how shallow. 2.9 feet. That's how much space we have right here. I'm gonna... 2.9 feet below the keel. That's dangerous. We're playing with fire right now. A double barge with containers on it. Woohoo, that's fancy. Feel like I'm moving up in the world. Oh, I'm gonna hit these. That's not good. Oh, I hope I didn't break anything. All right, hold on here. I heard some crunching going on that one. That might not be good. All right, that's it. I think this is a double too, so I'm actually gonna have to back out first. So let's do this. just a little bit of rudder. You don't want to pull too. Oh, we got elasticity. Oh, the game is over. It's over. That's it. Game over. The game is over. I messed up by crashing into it so hard. Which means those barges are sinking, probably. Yep, that's a game over right there. That probably happened because I crashed into it too hard. They should be sinking though. I'm not going to stick around to find out. It's game over anyways. Well, I'd like to thank you guys for joining and watching. Those who did, I appreciate it. Those who didn't, I hope you find me. Kind of disappointed that I hit those barges so hard. Now I wanted to finish it. They get to pull doubles, but I guess not. Wait, let's see what they would have had us do. I would have had to take them over to there. Okay. I mean, this is a long mission. It's just pulling barges around, though. Anyways. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and I will catch you next. So, things aren't working correctly as usual. And I will catch you guys next time.